Okay, we're going to drain the oil, remove the top cap and the internal spring to get to the damper, stock damper out. We're going to need a 12 millimeter Allen. You're going to need a 19 millimeter Allen. You're going to need a pick to get the crush washer out of here. You're going to need an impact driver. Find it easier if you have an impact driver. All right, so we're going to flip it upside down. We're going to get that bolt out of there. So we're going to put this in, and we're going to comes right out just like that. Got the bolt, the screw, bolt out, and put on this rag here. Got this pick. Let me get the crush washer out. Right here. Drain the oil out. And cycle it. You see slow. Have a towel. Like that. It's under pressure, so I like to take a towel and put it over that. We're going to take our 19 millimeter. We're going to put it in here. You're just going to grab it. You're going to see it start to rotate. Now this is under light pressure, so just push down firmly as you unscrew it. It's just going to pop. Like that, just pops out. Now we have the cap, stock cap out. Take the stock spacer out. Stock, spring, O-ring, stick it in your bucket. As it's greasy, we're not going to reuse it because we're going to put air ride in it. This will show you a quick way to remove it. So now we're going to install the cartridge. If you get your fork out, you don't want to lay it down because the oil will lay out. So always keep your forks upright if you're not going to work on it right away when you pull it out of the bike. So just keep the fork upright, or otherwise oil can come out. All right, so keep the fork upright. Get your 19 millimeter, and then hold the fork and with the impact, and it should just come right out just like that. Put the cap to the side, and now we see the piston. And I've got this is a bolt. We sell a tool. I just don't have mine right now, but this is a 3/4 16 thread. You can screw it in. You don't want to go all the way in till it bottoms out, but you want to turn it in about a few turns. And then once it grabs, then you can see, and then once it gets to the threads, you want to carefully do a little walk like that. Just kind of rotate, and then it'll just pull right out. And that's it. And then you can pull your spring out. And then we can dump it over, and you can dump your part out. So, and then we'll let that rest in there to drain the rest overnight. That's what we're trying to get out, and that's what we're going to replace. All right, hey guys, we're back. We've got our damper, our oil, and our damper out, and our top out spring out of the stock setup. You're going to get the cartridge. It's going to have the spacers and spring on it like that. So you're going to need to pull all the spacers and the spring off, and then you're going to want to line this up to the stock one. So you're going to get the stock. You're going to want to get the bottom where it's pretty even at the bottom, and then you're going to pick the right spacer so that it's pretty level with the bottom of this. This is a 1 inch, so it's going to work here on this one. And you can see how when the bottoms line up here, these bottoms, so that's the same length. So you're trying to get the same length. So once you have that set, so now we're back to stock length. If you want to lower the bike, you can lower it by 1/4 inch. These are 1/2 inch or 1 inch. Any lowering you do, beyond the 1/2 inch could potentially create an early bottoming out. Might not, but it possibly could, especially if you tried to go 1.5 inch, 1.75 inch. And the way it works is it restricts the extension. So as you air it up to the max, so where you can adjust it, it doesn't go up as high, which essentially lowers the bike. So that's a lowering kit included. You can use it if you line it up. That's going to get you back to stock height with full travel. If you want to lower the bike, then you can lower it by the amount of spacers, and you would just stack those on here, and then you would put the top out spring on that we provide. Once you have that, you're going to need a couple of things. You're going to need your stock damper bolt, a new crush washer, some blue Loctite. You're going to put that on the bolt. You clean the bolt up, put some Loctite on it. We're going to need our 12 millimeter Allen, and we're going to need an impact driver at this point. So we're going to make sure that the fork tube is fully down, and it's seated so that way it's seated on the oil stop. So there's one of these down in the bottom. You got to make sure it's all the way down. You'll feel it. Just kind of move it around or do it if it doesn't make this hard noise. You'll feel it bottom out when it's all the way down. So we're looking for that, and then we're gonna put our stuff in. So I'm gonna do it on the side. We're gonna put it in like this. Push it in. I'm gonna use. This is a 3/8 extension. I'm going to stick it. It's going to go inside here like this. I'm going to use the very light pressure because I don't want to mess up anything. Or if you have like a piece of wood, dowel or something, you could use that too. But this is what I'm using here. So what I've got to do is I got to make sure it fully goes in. So it's kind of sticking right here. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to put the stock, this is the stock spring, so I can push it in and get some pressure. If you don't have the stock spring, just find something that you could put in there to get pressure down on it. And then you're going to use the other end, and you're going to kind of just wiggle this until it drops all the way down, just like that. So now it's dropped in there. I can use this spring to create pressure. I'm going to now flip it upside down like this and stick it like that. I'm going to take my crush washer, put it on my bolt. Drop that down in there, and then I'm going to start it with my Allen. Just like that. And then once it starts to snug up, I'm going to use my impact driver. And I'm going to just do that. So that's pretty good. If you wanted to torque it, you could, but that's going to be pretty good if you have your small impact on the highest setting. So now we have the cartridge installed, and we can move on to our next step. Our next step is going to be to install our air ride back in. First, we're going to need to install some oil. So at this point before, if this if this seal needed to be replaced, that would have been the time to do it before we put the cartridge in, because easily pop it out, put new seals in it. So check your mileage against when the last service was done. If it's about time to do that, then you could swap that out, service this. All the work is hard work's already done. So now we're gonna install the oil, and what we want is we want the oil to be about 2 inches when this is extended, fully pulled out. We want it to be about 2 inches over the top of that cartridge head, over the top of this part right here. We're going to start by just pouring in, 5 ounces at a time. I'm going to pour some oil in. Then I'm going to cycle it. I've got 16 ounces of oil in here, and it's 20 weight. 20 weight fork oil. You can get it at Harley. I think it's Screaming Eagle E or heavyweight. And then it's 20 weight you can get on like Amazon right there. I'm going to cycle it, and you can hear it. You can hear it, and you can see it in there sloshing around. And what'll happen is it'll eventually stop. You want it to keep cycling until that noise goes away and the oil starts to get above the top of the cartridge. You do that by cycling the suspension. So we're going to keep adding some oil. And I made a little tool here. I have this pulled out all the way, and then I'm going to drop this down in and into this till it hits the edge of the piece. I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to check where my oil level is. A little high. I've marked 2 inches or 2.5 inches on that. I'm going to dump a little oil out. We're going to gauge that at, this was 16 and 4, so it's 12 ounces. Would be great putting in here. All right, so we got that. So now we've got the oil set. We put 12 ounces of oil in it. We got it about 2 inches above the top of the cartridge. All right, about 2.5 inches above the top of this flange here. Now we're going to set our air piston up and our spring. So now we can put our spring in and drop it down. This is the air ride spring. We drop it down in there, and then we can put the piston in it. I've got a new set, or if you do it, I would wipe all the grease off, and then you could kind of start over again. I like to use this super lube, but you could use like that green grease, any kind of grease, bearing grease. You fill this groove up really good. I'm going to fill that groove up, fill these little voids. Like that, and then just put a nice skim coat, all the way around. Fill that groove up there. All right, and then now we sell a tool. I just don't have one with me, but you can use this. You can get a 3/4 16 or a bolt with 3/4 16 thread on it. You can screw it into the top of the piston a couple of turns like that. Don't go all the way down to the bottom. Now you can use this as a tool to install. So you're going to get it, and once it hits the threads, it's going to get a little tight, and you can see how I just wiggle, put light pressure on it, and then it's free. See how it moves in there once I've passed it. So now I can just unscrew this, and I can put the air cap on. I've got my O-ring on, and I can put my air cap on. I like to get it all the way down till the threads start, till it gets to the O-ring, and then you can use your impact again with the 19 millimeter, and then we're gonna go in with that. Like that. That's plenty of torque. So now this is ready to install on the bike. You don't want to tip it over because with the oil and the air piston in there. So that's that. So now we are, we're ready to install it in the bike.